Welcome to the Shocking Truth, NG. I'm Kemi Olunloyo, Nigerian journalist. Today is the mother of all episodes. I paused a little bit on the Shocking Truth, NG, because I'm looking for real nice stories to bring you, so please bear with me. It's the stories that you hear about Nigeria's past. Many of these stories you don't know about because the mainstream media suppressed them. They'll never tell you the real story. I will. If you're a descendant or relative of anybody I'm talking about, dead or alive person, you can call your lawyer, but you're wasting your time and money. This is history. Journalism is a rough draft of history. Let's go to today's episode, the story of Kofo Abayomi. Today in Nigeria, when you hear the name Kofo Abayomi, you think about that street in Victoria Island. Muri Okunla, Ribadu, Ozumba, Mbadiwe. Do you know that all these people were alive when I was a teenager? So I got to meet them. I got to know about them. In 1979, 80, 81, all those days. Even Ribadu, he used to come to our house just to eat hamala because he loved amala. Imagine, the Adamawa man from the north loved amala. Nobody could make it over there. He wanted the amala, he would do it bakery. So he'll come to our house in Bedwell Road in Ikoyi. I was 14 years old. I think it was 13 going on 14, 1977, 78. Nuhu was about that age too. Nuhu was like 12 going on 13. I think I'm 1 year older than him, but his father will come, he'll eat amala, him and my dad. My mom would make all the amala all day, and the rest is history. Ozumba, by the way, was also my father's friend. Ladoke, I can tell her the name of a university, was a premier. My father was his commissioner. Remi Fani Kayode was a deputy premier. I mean, I can go on and on. But Nigerian history, I'm the best I can tell you. I can tell you that because my father's been a commissioner since 26 years old. Okay, on to today's story. The story of Kofo Abayomi. The man you're looking up there is Sir Kofo Abayomi and his wife, Lady Oyinkansola Abayomi. It was a strange story that manifested 100 years ago today. Today is August 25th, 2023, and on August 25th, 1923, there was a murder, suicide at the courthouse. The courthouse was Tinubu Square Courthouse. At that time, Tinubu Square was the courthouse every single case was, seen, especially the high-profile ones. I think Tinubu Square is still there, but I'm not sure if the courthouse is still there. I know it was there till when I was like a teenager, leaving teenager, maybe like 17, as a historical site in Nigeria. It could still be there. However, on that day, on August 25th, 1923, 100 years ago today, Duro Delfonso, I'm sure you've heard about the Delfonso family. They're also an elite family in Lagos. They're very famous, very popular. They own businesses. They're rich. They came from a long line of elites. Duro Delfonso, I mean, Google him. Look at the outfit he's wearing, like those people on the Titanic. They had that nice British sense of everything. The name Delfonso. Mr. Duro Delfonso was accused of trying to scam an insurance company by burning his house and his business down so he can get insurance money. 1923, at that time there was no naira, it was all pounds and shillings. And at the end of the day, basically what happened was they took the case to court, and Mr. Moromfolu Abayomi, Lady Abayomi's husband, the woman you're looking up here at, was married 3 months to Moromfolu Abayomi, the attorney that represented the insurance company. Okay, Mr. Abayomi really gave the court the benefit of the doubt that Duro Delfonso was a scammer trying to get insurance money, and the judge bought it. The judge ruled against Delfonso and sent him to prison. As they were coming out of the courtroom, Delfonso pulled up a gun. I don't know where he pulled that gun out of or how it was in those days. Well, no metal detectors, or did he snatch it from one of the cops or prison officers? He pulled out a gun and shot Moromfolu Abayomi dead in the courtroom, blood everywhere. August 25th, 1923, 100 years today, 2023. After shooting Moromfolu Abayomi, he now turned the gun on himself, suicide, and shot himself. He lost a lot of blood. He was rushed to the hospital. Mr. Abayomi, the attorney, was dead on the spot, and Duro Delfonso died 6 days later, August 31st, 1923. 100 years later. This story has been distorted a lot in the media, especially social media. Delfonso was not married to this woman. It was Kofo Abayomi. The new bride and groom was Oyinkansola and Kofo Abayomi. Time went by, 3 months, you become a widow. Oyinkan met another man. The man's name is Kofo John. She told her parents, and her parents said, hey, you can remarry, whatever it is, But she also told her family that this Kofo John man loved her more than the late husband. Whether that was a way to manipulate the family, I don't know, but it seems like that. She wanted the approval right away. However, secretly, she told the man, Kofo John, that in order for me to marry you, you're going to have to change your name to my late husband's name. The man did, and he became Kofo Abayomi instead of Kofo John. Kofo John changed his name, something that doesn't happen. Normally in culture, it's the woman that goes with the husband's name. But she wanted the new husband to bear her late husband's name because she wanted to still be attached to the name Abayomi. See what some women do. Marriage is a scam, I've always told you. She doesn't want to leave that elite last name. Many women in America, Canada, and the Western world, what they'll do is when they divorce a man, they'll still keep the name. Look at Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles Lawson. Why is the Knowles still there? She divorced Knowles. Well, she's divorcing Lawson now. If she marries again, it'll be 3 names. People like Kim Kardashian just kept their name. It wouldn't even be Kim Kardashian, husband 1, 2, Kanye 3, and whatnot. But for our time and our culture, Lady Oyinkansola Abayomi made her husband take her late husband's name. So Kofo John became Kofo Abayomi. He was a prominent politician. He was an eye doctor. I got to know Sir Abayomi as the eye doctor growing up at 16 years old. I'm 60 years old now. And it's a shame that these kind of things happen and was accepted in those days, but they got married. Okay, he got the Sir title from the Queen, and they also gave him, the lady title for his wife. They live very elite lives. Lady Oyinkansola did a lot of great things as a feminist, activist, educationist. She always reminds me of Mrs. Kuti, from Laya Kuti. But whatever the case might be, she has a good record of her life and her lifetime. I lived it as a teenager. But that whole marry me with my late husband's name thing always, shrouded, always haunted her in the background. People used it against her. And I wonder how it would feel today with Generation Z and the millennials. Could you do that? Meet a widow, love them, and then take the dead husband's name? No way. But it happened. So I'm giving you this shocking truth NG story because it's been distorted a lot on social media. I'm trying to reach one of the Delfonso kids. If you know them and you're watching, please link me. I want to talk to the Delfonso kids because their great-great-great-grandfather's death, murder-suicide thing is like a piece of history that needs to continue to be told. Please save this video because you don't know where TikTok will be in 100 years. My space vanished. Remember my space? I had a lot of files there and my space is no more. So make sure you keep this video for your younger ones to watch. It's part of Nigerian history. They're not going to teach it in school. All right, and if you know any of the Delfonso, let me know, and the John, because 2 families, in the beginning of the video, I think I said 1 family vanished. The Delfonso family, they're still there if you want to track 1 or 2 of them, but the John family vanished. We don't know who they are or anything. That's where Kofo John came from. The lineage of the family chain that the children that Oyinkan and Kofo had, they're all bearing Abayomi, and they're really not Abayomi. So if you know any of those children, so I'd like to talk to them. Thank you for watching The Shocking Truth NG.